When I'm using a quantitative MIC, single result recording, testing only one limit of the MIC, could be a upper limit or the lower limit, then we can use this single limit S method. And if I'm measuring or checking the values for both the limits, upper and lower limit, then I can use S method with two limits. We will be checking conditions. If any of these condition is true, then your valuation will be rejected. So it is much stricter and standard deviation value should be lesser. Normally we use a sampling scheme for this. The same concept is used for two limits. You will be checking both the condition which are given. So first it will check for the upper limit condition, then it will be checking for the lower limit conditions. If both the conditions are false, then only your valuation will be accepted. If any of these condition is true, then your overall valuation will be rejected, even if your specification which you are entering is within the limit which are given, upper and lower limit. Overall valuation stricter. Detail of my sampling procedure. QDV3, press enter key. Sampling procedure which I have created. If my MIC is a quantitative MIC, it's a measurable MIC, and it is a summarized recording, then we use the valuation mode as mean value within the tolerance range. Value should come within the range of the tolerance limit. To specify what will be the sample size, let me go back. Single result recording, and it is a measurable MIC. Then I also have an option of selecting attributive inspection non-conformative unit. Here we are specifying how many non-conformative units are acceptable to me, what is my sample size, and the acceptance number. If I'm using a sampling procedure with the S method, I am getting two options. S method with one limit and S method with two limits. First, let's see if I am selecting a sampling procedure where I am selecting a valuation mode as S method one limit with a sample as fixed sample, and I have kept my sample size as 5 in all the sampling procedure, and the K factor is 2, which will be used for the acceptance factor of the S method. Inspection plan also. QP02, enter, material is this, plant is this, press enter key. In the header level, I have specified usage as 3 because I want to create a lot of 89. Status I have kept it as 4, which is for the released. No extra inspection point or other setting is maintained in that. And in the operation control key, QM01 is maintained. I'm using same MIC here twice. Let me show you first the detail for the first MIC. Control indicator, I have specified only one limit to be checked, which is a lower limit specification I'm checking. Sampling procedure is used and single result recording, required characteristics for this, and the quantitative data which is maintained is, since I am using only one limit, so I have kept it as 5 for this, and 1 decimal place I'm using. This is an MIC which is a summarized recording one. Here I have kept both the limits, upper and lower limits. The third, use that same MIC, control indicator are same only. Only change I have done here is that I'm using a different sampling procedure. The sampling procedure which are assigned to it, attributive inspection non-conformative unit is selected. and sample type is fixed, where my acceptance number I have given as 2. Sample size I have kept it as 5 in all the 3 sampling procedure which I am using. And for the first one, where again I am using the same MIC, I am using a sampling procedure where I have used S method as the valuation mode with the 1 limit. Sample size is 5 only and the K factor is 2. These are the settings which are maintained for the master data. You can check the consistency. It is giving me the warning that I am using that same MIC twice. That's okay, and let's save it. I can create a lot for it. So QA01, enter material with the origin 89, press enter key. And I can use existing batch number. Let's take anyone out of this. Quantity I am entering, say 15 here. So my sample size has been calculated and the plan is linked to the lot. Let's save it. We can open a QA32 report only. Let me enter the filter for this. This is the lot just now created, which is in the release stage. So let's try to do the result recording for it. For the second MIC, I'm using a summarized recording. My range is 5 to 10, and if I enter the value, say 10, then it will be accepted because it is within the range. If I enter the value out of the specification, let's keep it say 11, then it will be rejected and it is going out of the specification. You can always check the valuation parameter here. The valuation mode for this is within the tolerance limit, and my tolerance limit is 5 to 10. Specification is that the lower limit is 5. I'm checking only one limit, and if I enter the values in this 5.2, and I'm entering same value in remaining also, press enter key. I need to enter comma in this case. The valuation has been accepted. So QM master data, and if we check the sampling procedure which is used here is attributive inspection non-conformative unit, and we have specified that the sample size is 5 and the acceptance number is 2 in this case. So only one is out of the specification, remaining are within the specification. And here also we can check the valuation parameter. So two defected P's are acceptable. That's why it is accepted. If I enter the same value in this first MIC also, press enter key, and here in this case the mean value which is coming is again 5.14. Here also the mean value is 5.14, but here attributive inspection non-conformative unit is used as a valuation parameter. The valuation is coming as accepted, whereas here it is rejected. So in this case, we have used the sampling procedure where we have specified that S method with one limit, and sample size again is 5 and the K factor is 2 in this case. Let me go back, and the valuation parameter, if you check here, that it is based on the K factor. If I double click on it, you can get the further details like the standard deviation value. If you press F1 key, it is actually the standard deviation value only. We use a formula to find whether the valuation, overall valuation, will be accepted or rejected. It will check the condition. K factor is 2 and my standard deviation is 0.13, which is equal to 0.26. This plus 5, which is my lower limit, is equal to, if it is greater than your mean value, which is 5.14, then it will be rejected. 5.26 is greater than 5.14, which is my mean value, and this condition is true, that's why it is rejected. Let me go back, make the changes here in this, unlock it, and I'm making this to say 5.1. Press enter key. Okay, it should be 5,1. Press enter key. Now it is accepted. So this time again, if we check the formula, my standard deviation is 0.04 into my the k factor again as 2, which is equal to this, plus 5 is equal to 5.08. We check that the mean value, which is 5.18, is less than 5.08. So this condition is false. That's why the valuation is accepted in this case. Let's go back. Save this as it is. And we will make the changes in the inspection plan. QP02, enter. Material is this, plant is this, press enter key. For this inspection characteristics, this time I'm using the control indicator as both the limits need to be checked, upper and lower limit, and remaining controls I'm keeping same only, continue, and I'm entering the upper limit as 10, decimal places is 1 only. We are using both the limits, then even the sampling procedure need to be changed, and I have already created a sampling procedure with the 2 limits also. Let me show you the sampling procedure. S method with 2 limits to be used. My sample size will be 5 and the K factor is again 2. Okay, so let's go back and let's make the changes here also. In this MIC, I am checking upper limit here and remaining control are same only. And in this again I am entering the same limit as 10. Save it. That's okay. It is again giving me the message that I'm using same MIC twice. So QA01, enter, and we can create a manual inspection lot. The quantity say 10 and sample size has been calculated. Let's create another batch and then save it. QA32 report and refresh it. Then this is the lot with the quantity 10 is created. If we go for the result recording, second MIC, which is a summarized recording, I can enter the single value, say 7, enter. So it is accepted because it is within the range of the specification. And for this, I'm entering say 5.1. For the last one, I can enter say near the upper limit. So I'm entering 10.2. Press enter key. So my overall valuation is accepted and the mean value is coming as 6.18 and the standard deviation is 2.25. Let's enter the same value for my first MIC also. So let me copy this. To copy, we can use Control Y and Control C. And here I can enter the same value, Control V. Press enter key. So this time, even if 6.18, my mean value is within the specification, still my valuation has been rejected. My value is within the range of 5 to 10. For this, the valuation parameter again, K factor maintained is 2. This time we are checking both the limits. Upper limit is 10 and lower limit is 5. So not only the lower limit formula we will be checking, we will also check the formula for the upper limit. And if any of these conditions is true, then it will be rejected. If I check it for my lower limit, my standard deviation is 2.25 and my K factor is 2, which is equal to 4.5. So this 4.5 plus my lower limit, which is equal to 9.5, and this 9.5 is greater than 6.18. That's why this condition is true. Already condition is true, that's why it is rejected. Even if we check for the upper limit condition, the K factor is 2 into my standard deviation is 2.25, which is equal to 4.5. My upper limit is 10. It will be 10 minus 4.5, 5.5, less than 6.18. Even that condition is true. That's why it is rejected. Unlock it. Even here also, let's make the changes. And this time I'm keeping it, say, 6. This I can keep it, say, 7.2. Press enter key. Mean value is coming as 6.24. If I enter these values, so let me copy this. Already unlocked. Now press enter key. Let me lock this MIC also. So this time it is accepted because the concept will again remain the same, that you will be checking the upper limit and the lower limit condition. If any of these condition is matching, then the valuation will be rejected. Otherwise, it will be accepted.